It's Friday, May 15th, 2026, and the atmosphere is loading a nightmare scenario across the United States. A violent multi-day severe weather outbreak is now unfolding, and by Monday, millions could be staring down destructive tornadoes, baseball-sized hail, hurricane-force winds, and life-threatening flash flooding across the heart of America. This is not a routine storm pattern anymore. This is becoming one of the most dangerous setups of the year. The silence is over. Severe weather season has officially exploded back to life, and the first wave begins today before intensifying dramatically through the weekend. Saturday's threat zone stretches from Nebraska through Iowa and deep into Texas, with cities like Omaha, Lincoln, and Des Moines directly in the crosshairs. Forecast models have shifted north as richer Gulf moisture surges into the plains, creating a far more volatile environment than expected just days ago. Storms are expected to erupt late Saturday afternoon along a sharpening dry line as energy blasts out of the Rockies. Once these supercells ignite, they could unleash massive hail capable of shattering windshields, along with destructive wind gusts reaching 75 miles per hour. And while tornadoes may begin isolated, any storm that locks onto the warm front could rapidly turn violent. From Omaha to Wichita, outdoor plans Saturday evening may need to be canceled entirely because conditions could deteriorate frighteningly fast after sunset. But Sunday is when this setup escalates into something truly dangerous. The Storm Prediction Center has already upgraded large portions of Nebraska and Iowa into an enhanced severe weather risk, and forecasters are becoming increasingly alarmed by how aggressive the atmosphere is trending. A strengthening low-pressure system will drag an explosive surge of warm, humid Gulf air into the upper Midwest, fueling intense rotating supercells capable of producing strong tornadoes and giant hailstones. The most dangerous window opens Sunday afternoon and could continue well after dark, a terrifying scenario because nighttime tornadoes are historically among the deadliest. Cities from Lincoln to Sioux Falls and Sioux City could face rapidly developing supercells before storms eventually merge into a violent squall line capable of unleashing widespread destructive straight-line winds over 75 miles per hour. That's hurricane-force damage potential capable of ripping roofs apart, flattening trees, and knocking out power across entire communities in minutes. And then comes Monday. Right now, Monday is shaping up to be an explosive, high-end severe weather outbreak with the potential for strong, long-track tornadoes across the Central Plains and Upper Midwest. More than 11 million people could be directly impacted from Kansas City through Omaha and into Wisconsin. Forecast confidence this far in advance is unusually high, and that alone is setting off alarm bells among meteorologists. The ingredients are coming together almost perfectly: extreme instability, intense wind shear, deep Gulf moisture, and a powerful negatively tilted trough charging into the plains. In meteorology, this is the kind of setup that can produce historic tornado outbreaks. By Monday afternoon, isolated supercells are expected to erupt across eastern Kansas, northern Oklahoma, western Missouri, Nebraska, and Iowa. These storms could quickly become dangerous tornado producers before evolving into a massive overnight storm complex racing toward the Great Lakes. Forecasters are increasingly concerned that some tornadoes could become strong EF2s, EF3s, or even stronger if storms remain isolated long enough. Kansas City, Topeka, Tulsa, Joplin, Omaha, and surrounding areas may face the most volatile conditions during the late afternoon and evening commute, when blinding rain, giant hail, destructive winds, and rapidly rotating storms could explode with little warning. By nighttime, even as tornadoes begin transitioning into a squall line event, widespread hurricane-force winds and flash flooding could continue for hours. And the danger doesn't stop there. Tuesday could push severe weather farther east into the Mississippi Valley with another round of damaging storms targeting areas from Oklahoma through St. Louis and Illinois. Depending on how quickly the cold front moves, the threat may even continue into Wednesday across portions of the Ohio Valley. Meanwhile, while the central U.S. battles violent storms, the eastern half of the country is preparing for a completely different extreme, an early season heat blast. Temperatures could surge deep into the 90s across the mid-Atlantic and southeast next week, bringing dangerous July-like heat to millions from the Carolinas through Virginia and Georgia. With a massive heat dome locking into place, overnight temperatures may barely cool off, increasing the risk of heat exhaustion for anyone spending time outdoors. This upcoming week has the potential to deliver a relentless combination of violent tornadoes, destructive winds, dangerous flooding, and extreme heat across huge portions of the country. Forecast crash trends continue worsening, not improving. If you live anywhere in the threat zone, now is the time to review your safety plan, charge devices, enable weather alerts, and prepare for rapidly changing conditions. This pattern is no longer just active, it's becoming explosive.